So in this video, I just want to give a really short example of reframing that's very simple, very quick, and yet applies to so many situations. And it's just the simple words, yes and no. How often do you find yourself saying yes to someone? Perhaps a boss at work, or a friend at uni, or a tutor, parents. You say yes because you feel guilty if you don't, or you feel like you want to contribute, or you want to look good, whatever. Everybody kind of is used to saying yes quite often. And we don't like saying no. No somehow feels, restrictive. It feels like it's looked down on. We feel like if we say no, we won't get asked again. We might miss out on opportunities. So people kind of often talk about saying yes to things because they don't want to say no. And the consequence is perhaps taking on too much or finding yourself in situations where you're not really doing what you want to be doing. Simple reframe actually is this. Whenever you say yes to something, you're already saying no to something else. Because when you say yes to something, you've just said no to doing what you were doing before. You've just said yes to one thing. You've just said no to other commitments that you had. You've just said yes to doing a job for somebody. You've just said no to the time you were going to relax. So in all sorts of situations, when you say yes to something, you're automatically saying no to something. And yet no seems like such a negative word, so let's also do the second flip, if you like, which is when you're saying no to something, actually, you're also saying yes to something. When you say no to going out with your friends that night, perhaps you're saying yes to a commitment you've made to relax or do something else with somebody. If you hold on to that whenever you say no to something, you're saying yes to something, what will become clear is actually what you're saying yes to are the things you value. So over time, by saying no, you're often saying yes to things that really matter to you. And that's often when life starts to feel a bit more fulfilling, and confidence can grow from that as well. So yes and no, two very simple words, often get confused, and yet you can flip them round and have a bit of fun with it.